Welcome back to the Back Row Podcast. I'm Jake Rose here with Wyatt and Ian Flowers, Logan Connor, Jack Titzer, Gavin Falco, and Ethan Pringle. Today we're going to be talking about our March Madness picks for almost every region. What are the best spring break locations to visit, and our thoughts on this week's Spirit Week. So first we got March Madness. Which region are we starting with?
We start with the West region.
All right, so number one seeds
Gonzaga's in the West.
Gonzaga's
in the West.
Gonzaga is, I think they're good, but I do think they are overrated, and I don't think they'll make it past the Elite Eight.
You really?
The Elite Eight.
The Elite Eight. They've got
16.
Sweet 16. Arkansas.
That's
I
why
don't
I have
think.
not
I don't think
seen
Arkansas wins
Is
their first
Arkansas
match.
good?
I think Arkansas beats Gonzaga.
I think
Arkansas can beat Vermont.
I think Vermont beats Arkansas. That's my upset. That's my one crazy upset.
Vermont is not
Vermont.
as solid as you guys think they are.
No,
if I'm being
Vermont is
honest.
so.
They're a bunch of chokers.
You gotta have one upset though. You
Okay,
have
but
to.
my
is
one
good.
upset is
IU. Michigan State.
South Dakota State over Providence is what I got.
Really?
They're the best three-point
I got-
shooting team in the entire
South Dakota
nation.
I got Rutgers beating
It's not
Alabama.
in the West, though.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what my upset pick
That's
is.
your big upset.
Yeah.
Davidson over Michigan State isn't that big of an upset though. It's a 10 over a 7 seed.
I have the winner of Rutgers and Notre Dame.
I think New
beating
Mexico
Bama.
State could beat UConn.
That's what I got.
I do
Yeah,
too.
that's what I have. Either of those teams.
I hope Rutgers wins
Boise-
because I think Rutgers has a better chance.
Boise State and Memphis was a hard game
I
to pick
honestly
too.
feel like Rutgers can make a deep run.
I do too.
They're dogs.
Here's the thing about that game: Alabama or Rutgers, Notre Dame. I think if Notre Dame beats Rutgers, Alabama wins.
Yes, 'cause
But if
Notre
Rutgers
Dame's
wins, Rutgers beats Alabama.
Texas Tech, sleeper in that.
Hey, I have
Texas
them
Tech
winning
could
the
go.
championship in one of my brackets.
I have them in
Texas
my Final
Tech?
Four.
Texas Tech, yeah,
They're good.
They're good.
And
I have them in my final four.
I have them losing to Rutgers in the.
I feel like everybody
round
kind
of
of forgets
32.
about Duke or like kind of just pushing aside. I think Duke is
is
good.
overrated. I think they're very.
No,
I
I
think-
just
I think
don't like
everybody
them.
thinks
I don't
that.
like the school.
I hate Duke, but I think they're actually pretty good
I
this
have
year.
them getting in the championship game in my second bracket.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I think
They-
Texas Tech. I think even Davis. could beat
I
them,
think
honestly.
the West is a pretty loaded. I think all the regions here are
I
pretty
think the
loaded.
most loaded is East.
I would
I
agree
think
with
the main
that.
thing with Duke is like
Midwest
Coach
is-
K is going to be
Midwest
so
is.
aggressive, like trying to bring one more title home.
Yeah.
In his last season, like I think that Duke's going to try and make one big push.
And,
I
like,
think
I have
CSU
Duke
is
in-
such a freaking cakewalk for Duke.
Yeah.
Like
So-
how that game even got
Did you see that?
What team do you guys think is the most underrated in the West?
in the West.
Yeah, the most underrated.
Memphis.
Memphis or Boise State,
Yeah.
which whoever wins that game, if I'm being
I think
honest.
Memphis could seriously make Gonzaga run for their money.
I think Davidson. I think Davidson's a great team.
Yeah,
They-
I
I
think
have them
they're
winning
solid, too.
sometimes.
I think they can beat Duke in the
I
next
think
round.
Michigan State.
I think in one of my brackets I
They're
have
still
them
high.
going
They're
to
7 seed. That's kind of
Sweet
high,
16.
but I think they're.
Yeah, I can see Michigan State. I mean,
I have them
they had
beating Duke.
They had a good run in the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
Michigan.
Michigan State beat Duke.
Yep, I
A
think
lot of-
Duke is very overrated.
A lot of
I
people
do
have New Mexico State beating UConn
I thought about
I
that.
think that's really dumb. New Mexico State's best win is Washington
because
State.
because
Yes, but
everybody
they score so many points.
everybody
But
picks
UConn is in the Big East and they've beat. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Okay,
they've
but in the
beat
NCAA
Providence
tournament,
once.
it's all about matchups.
yeah.
I don't know
If you
anything about
can't-
UConn.
if
I
you
just
can't
know I hate
defend-
their name.
You hate their name.
Yeah,
UConn's
UConn
beat
sucks.
University of Connecticut.
Yeah, that-
and they
yeah.
put it together.
I think UConn's sick. I think that's dope
I
that
think
they do
that's
that with
dope.
their name. Yeah.
I don't like them because they beat Buffalo.
How do you
years
hate
ago, but-
UConn?
That sounds
I
dumb.
I think
It does not
everybody.
sound
There's
dumb.
always like that. There's like the 12 over the 5, or like the 11 seed that
12 always
wins.
There's always a 12 that wins
Yeah.
somehow.
What's
Mark-
your biggest upset in the whole thing?
UAB Elite Eight.
Oh, dude, that's such a
UAB
bad,
to the
that's such a
Elite
bad
Eight.
take.
Besides
line.
my one bracket with IU winning it all,
Mine's Loyola.
UAB.
dude, I do have a
Elite
Loyola.
Eight.
I have Loyola winning in one of my brackets.
Besides my South Dakota State in my main bracket, I actually have in my second one
I gotta check
Colgate
my-
over Wisconsin in the first round.
That's a good
I
one.
have,
too.
So-
I have Chattanooga over Illinois in the first.
Yeah,
round.
So-
Chattanooga's
so-
not
Everybody
bad.
loves some of that
I just don't
Colgate.
think they have a
They
real
don't have
answer to
anyone stop-
Kofi.
Yeah, they don't have anyone
So there you go.
stop-
Chattanooga, Illinois. We can go over to the South bracket now. You got Arizona's the 1 seed. Villanova's a 2 seed. I think Villanova's going to be a really good team. Hard to beat. Makes all their free throws. Doesn't turn the ball over a
I
lot.
think Loyola could beat them.
I think they can too. I have them beating
Is
them.
Arizona the 1 seed in the South?
Yes.
They are.
They're damn.
I have-
they're good.
I haven't won the whole
They're
thing
damn
in my
good.
main
Me too.
bracket.
I
Arizona.
have Richmond beating Iowa.
That's not
What?
in that. That's in the Midwest.
I thought we were talking about the whole thing.
No,
still.
we're
talking
talking
about
about the South.
Oh, South,
TCU
okay.
over Seton Hall with my
I don't-
8-9.
That's
don't
what I
agree
have.
with that. I think
I have the
Seton
same.
Hall.
I have TCU winning too.
I have Houston over
Really
UAB,
solid team.
and then Illinois. I just don't
have
think.
Chattanooga.
I don't
I
think
think
Chattanooga.
Michigan's
I have Michigan beat
The game in
CSU.
the, yeah,
I
the
do
game
have
in this
Michigan
bracket,
winning.
I'm unsure about is that game. I
'Cause
don't know if I like
I
Colorado
think-
State or
Can we all
Michigan.
agree that
think
Ohio
Michigan-
State is not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ohio
they
State
will
is
lose to
terrible.
No,
Loyola.
I have Ohio State.
Really?
So here's the thing. I don't know anything about Colorado State. I didn't even know they had a basketball team, if I'm going to be honest.
They did lose to
They're okay.
Wyoming earlier this season, so
So I don't know if they're good or what.
yeah, I can't really gauge them to be honest.
25-5 is a great record, but
They
what
haven't
do they
played
play in?
any top
Yeah, they
25.
have-
Do they play in the Mountain West
They're in
Conference?
the Mountain West.
Yeah.
That's a terrible conference.
They didn't even win that conference.
Yeah, didn't Boise State
did.
win it?
Yeah.
And they're only an 8 seed, so kind of a weak conference. Then you go down to Tennessee and Longwood. I think Tennessee's going to throw Longwood out.
I think
Longwood is-
Tennessee's overrated.
I got
too.
Tennessee to my list.
Really?
I think-
A lot of
SEC
people.
champs?
A lot of
Vols?
people
I
have
think they
Tennessee
go
going.
deep.
A lot of people have Tennessee going to championship game, and I don't agree with that. No way.
I mean,
like the
that's
Bulls.
my
I
main
like the
bracket
Bulls.
that I entered was
They're
Tennessee.
physical, dude.
Yeah.
Then you
that's
go-
what I'm saying.
Rebound dominant team.
I got the Vols going to at least the Elite Eight.
I have them winning
So,
another one of my brackets.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even see them. You know.
Tennessee, Longwood in the South.
They're the South.
Ohio State, Loyola. I think everybody just agrees with Loyola.
Like,
I mean, they're always.
I think they
It's
kind
not
everyone
gonna
kind of
go
wants that
anywhere.
upset, but I understand if Ohio State will win that game.
Yeah,
because
Sister
they
Jean.
are still solid.
Don't hate on Sister Jean.
Well, here's
EJ
the thing,
Liddell,
I think
How is she still
Loyola
alive?
would beat Villanova if they beat Ohio.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I have no idea.
But if Ohio State beats Loyola, Villanova's beating Ohio State.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
what
with
I'm
that.
saying.
How old is
It's
Sister
all-
Jean?
it's all about
Like
matchup.
at least 100 years old.
She's 103. I looked it up.
Villanova,
today.
Delaware. I don't think Delaware has a chance.
No.
No.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think it's
I
even
think
close.
the worst games of the entire first round would be Kansas and Texas Southern, and then
Yeah, and
Villanova and Delaware. Those
and-
games will be cakewalk.
So
those games.
here's what I have to say about this bracket. I think the Elite Eight matchup. I have Villanova and Arizona. And I think that could be the game of the tournament.
in which
I have no.
If South.
I have no.
If it falls that way.
Nova,
Arizona,
if that
Tennessee.
if that falls out, that could be the game. I think whoever plays Arizona, as long as it's like Villanova,
See, I
Tennessee,
have-
one of those top
I
seeds, it's
have
gonna be
Zona
insane.
and Tennessee in mine.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
I am
Either
a
way,
firm
that game's
believer.
gonna be good.
Let's hear
I'm
your
a
Elite
firm
Eight. I wanna
believer
hear your
in
Elite Eight.
Arizona.
My Elite Eight.
Yeah.
It was I have Arizona, Villanova, Kansas, Auburn, Baylor, Kentucky, Gonzaga, and Duke.
You have Duke making it that far.
I do have Duke.
I have a wild Elite Eight.
I have a kind of crazy.
Everyone just read the
Well,
all
actually,
Elite Eights.
I have-
I
Do
can't.
that.
I have Duke.
You didn't
and
make
then
one?
My other
No, I
one's
did.
Texas
It's
Tech.
just right there.
Ian, read off your Elite
Oh,
Eight.
okay. I have Gonzaga beating Rutgers.
Just read off the Elite Eight.
Bro,
You don't have to read
I
who's
can-
winning.
Okay. Gonzaga, Rutgers, Baylor and Purdue, Arizona, Tennessee, Kansas, and Auburn.
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
I got Arkansas, Texas Tech,
Yep.
Baylor, UK, Zona, Tennessee, and Kansas and Auburn.
See, yeah, everybody has about the same thing.
Yeah,
What do you-
I have.
Jake?
I want
I have
USC in it. I
Gonzaga
think
and
USC is
Tech,
winning.
Baylor and Kentucky, Zona and Tennessee, and then this one's a little bit different. I have Iowa and Wisconsin.
Iowa, Wisconsin.
Iowa-
That's very
I think-
different from most.
I like Iowa.
I like Iowa. I haven't been in the
Iowa-
Final Four. Dude.
They're hot right now. They're just
You
so
wanna make one real
hot,
quick?
and they have a lot of
Alright,
experience
you
too.
know.
Yeah,
I would know
that's what
what
I'm
it would
saying.
be,
You got
but-
Arkansas and Texas Tech, Baylor, Purdue,
Like, you can exit
Zona
me
and
one
Tennessee, and then
real
Iowa.
quick, just so you can
I
remember
have
it.
Arkansas, Texas Tech, UCLA, Purdue, Zona, and Nova, and then Kansas and Wisconsin.
What are we talking about?
UCLA, baby.
Wisconsin.
UCLA,
Like Elite Eight.
Really?
I mean,
Johnny,
yeah.
Johnny Davis is insane. I
Johnny
think he's-
Davis is so correct, dude.
but he hasn't scored 20 points in his last 6 games.
I don't care. He's.
I know,
The
but-
Bailey. I don't even think the Bailey top 3 player in the whole.
Dude,
college.
even Brad Davidson's
Yeah.
could like
What
light
region
someone
did we
up.
not do?
and
We
he's
haven't done the
most
East and the
annoying player in
Midwest
college
yet.
basketball,
Okay.
so.
Well,
Let's go to the East.
The East.
Baylor the 1 seed, Kentucky the 2. I think the East is probably the most loaded.
Yeah, I would agree.
quadrant.
Purdue was the 3-2.
Purdue is the 3.
UCLA.
Big IU guy. Might be some IU bias, but
They're beating St. Mary's.
they're beating St. Mary's,
I think
and they give
UCLA.
UCLA a run for their money.
I
Yes,
think they do.
I think
I
they
do believe that as
They
well.
gave the 3 seed Purdue a run for their money every time they played them this season.
I don't.
think-
I think if they get to
I think
UCLA,
UCLA
it's
That's
not
also a
even-
I think they
rivalry.
can
Yeah.
beat St. Mary's, but I don't see them getting past
St.
UCLA.
Mary's
I
is
have-
a great
And
team.
I'm
No.
like the biggest IU fan.
I have
for-
Akron
so.
beating. Is it Akron?
Akron.
Akron.
Hey,
No way.
hey. I have Akron beating UCLA, so I have
No way.
IU beating them.
No way.
No way.
Why would you pick?
Johnny Juzang is insane.
Okay, I do
UCLA
think
going down.
UNC could beat Baylor.
Dude,
Beat Marquette.
UCLA
I
is
think-
looking
I think
crazy.
Baylor's so
Dude,
overrated.
I think
They're
the
so
best
inconsistent.
shot for a 16 seed to win is Norfolk State over
Yeah,
Baylor.
I agree.
What is it?
The best shot for a 16
Baylor's-
seed to somehow win is the Norfolk State over Baylor.
Baylor's very inconsistent.
Yeah, that's what
Wait,
I'm saying.
who was
They're
the
worst
16
number one
seed to win? If you, is it UMBC?
Yeah, well,
UMBC
yes.
over Virginia.
Maryland, Baltimore County.
Yeah.
Over Virginia.
That's what that stands for?
Yeah.
That is the most random name. University of Maryland, Baltimore
upsets for
County.
this one, I think Indiana will beat St. Mary's.
I think Indiana
Virginia
beats
Tech over
UCLA.
Texas.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Tech-
No.
Pringle's in the
No.
corner shaking his head.
Virginia
Purdue
Tech,
guy, let's hear it.
Virginia Tech is.
They won the ACC.
I'm not a
dude.
Purdue
I
or
get-
IU
I have-
guy,
I
and they're
have
gonna
Texas.
lose.
I have Virginia Tech winning.
Texas is not that good.
I think Virginia Tech.
I think Texas is good.
No.
I think
No, I have
No,
Texas
no.
winning.
I
That
think
was my other
Virginia
one.
Tech wins, but Purdue kills them.
I don't know, man.
I got Purdue in my Final Four.
I think the best
I-
game, though,
yeah, I
in this
agree with that.
entire, like, round of
I do
64
too.
would be Murray State and San Francisco.
Mhm.
Like, they are both pretty evenly matched.
I've heard Murray State's like insanely good this year.
They've only lost
26
2
and
games.
2.
Yeah.
And San Francisco
They don't know how to
is
lose.
no bad TV.
And really, that's all that matters in the tournament is you don't know how to lose.
I mean, this is not even me being pretty biased. I just don't see IU being St. Mary when they just played Wyoming. It's just not good.
See, the
Their
thing-
their
the thing
schedule is horrible.
The thing with IU is they're so inconsistent.
Yeah,
like,
they
they
are.
could go out against St. Mary's
Like
and
I
just
said,
beat them by 20
if
something.
they play
then-
like they did when they played Purdue for the first time, I think
Nobody
they can,
beats them.
They
Yeah.
can compete with,
It's
with
just
anybody.
a matter of chance of what IU you see.
We got to
that
keep
night.
our
But if
defense
they
on
play
their
like they
toes.
did last night, they get beat by 15.
Oh, I
points.
agree. No, no
I feel
contest.
like I also feel like in that IU game specifically, Wyoming slowed the game down. Like Wyoming and IU both slowed the game
Yeah.
down. So
That's
much
when we-
That's
that's-
what IU wants,
it was
though.
Yeah.
almost unbearable to watch.
IU wants to slow. IU wants to slow down the tempo.
It really put me to sleep.
Yeah,
I
but we
literally
started
fell
doing
asleep
better
watching
last
it.
night when we sped it out.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see IU Purdue Elite Eight.
My biggest
That'd
I
be
would
so
agree.
awesome.
I would,
That would be
I would agree,
insane.
too.
That would be
biggest-
literally
so crazy.
insane.
My biggest upset in the East, Murray State over Kentucky in the round of 32.
Dude, imagine if IU and Purdue playing the Elite Eight, I would
love it. I would love it.
I think Murray State can beat Kentucky, but
I would have to go to that game.
Yeah.
Kentucky's just too good on the rebounding and on the
insane.
defensive side.
Kentucky is crazy.
They
on the
they
defensive
okay. They
side.
have
But there's
Oscar.
always some like,
Oscar Schwebe, who's
Oscar
literally.
Schwebe, but they don't have a bunch of good all stars. They just have that one good guy, and the rest of their team is just.
I
just
think they're all
very
like
average.
above average though.
Yeah.
No, I mean
They're not
There's
great.
a reason
they're
why
not,
they're a 2 seed,
Yeah, they're not great in one aspect of the game. They're good in every aspect.
and like I would never count out
A
Coach
blue-
Cal.
a blue blood, yeah.
Yeah, a blue blood.
A Final Four matchup I would like to see is Gonzaga and Purdue because I think we match up very well with Gonzaga.
That's
I
what
don't
I
think
have.
Gonzaga will even make it that far.
I don't either.
I think
have them
Chet's not-
losing- I have them
Chet
losing
doesn't play hard
2-16.
enough.
The tough
He's so
thing,
small.
I hate Chet with a burning passion.
dude, the tough thing about Purdue is their offense is insane, but
They just
the
fall apart the tournament.
the defensive
It's so whimsical.
prowess is not there.
No, our defense.
And
So
it
bad.
might be
It's
what
heinous,
kills.
it's
If they
heinous.
can't outscore their opponent, then there's going to be a problem.
I will say that we have, I think, almost positive it's number one, if not it's number two of offensive efficiency.
I'm pretty sure they're number one.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are.
A team
Yeah,
with
well, with Jaden Ivey, it's
a
really
team
easy
with
to
a
do that.
Purdue offense and an IU defense would be
Yeah.
the best team in the
It would
country.
be
Oh,
insane.
No
easily,
chance.
easily. Yeah, that. I feel like an IU Purdue Elite Eight matchup would go to like 12
I
overtimes.
just don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't see IU getting that far.
I don't
at
think
all.
either team gets that.
Realistically, I don't think they make it that far, but I'm hoping.
I
Yeah.
think
You can always
IU
hope for it.
realistically IU Sweet 16 run and Purdue realistically. I mean Purdue's floor is a national championship. If I'm gonna be honest,
Elite Eight,
or their ceiling is a national
Yeah, they're
championship.
ceiling
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
If we don't get to at least the Final Four, it's a failed season.
I think-
with this roster.
I think
Yeah,
they're
this
good
is-
enough.
I
This is
we
Purdue's
are too.
best roster in a long time.
I mean, hell, they were the number one seed at one point
Yep.
for
Yeah,
not the
I
tournament,
mean-
but like
The number one team in the nation.
yeah.
We can move over to the Midwest now
Yeah,
with
last-
Kansas. Kansas is the number one and Auburn at the 2.
Kansas wins their game easy. Texas Southern
yeah.
struggled against A&M Community College.
It's
or
Corpus
whatever.
Christi
So
actually.
many
Corpus
turnovers.
Christi.
It's Texas A&M Corpus
So
Christi,
many
which I didn't know
turnovers.
existed.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed either. I didn't know they were even D1.
I
so-
don't
Yeah.
think. I think South Dakota State will be Providence.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my big upset. South Dakota State is the best
I
three-point
think
shooting
Providence
team
is
in the country.
I think
and
Providence is a very good team.
I'm tempted to say Miami will be.
Like,
USC.
I understand that South
That's
Dakota
what I
State
have.
lost to Bama by 16, but this is when Bama was on a hot streak and was literally winning just about
You
every
have
game.
South Dakota State beating Kansas?
No, over Providence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, not.
No.
I have Iowa beating South Dakota State in the second round.
I've got Providence and Iowa, and I think Iowa beats Providence, and I also think Iowa has a chance to beat Kansas.
I do too.
I don't think they will, but I think that they have an opportunity
Kansas
to.
always falls face flat.
I really
They
I
always
have
do.
Wisconsin beating Kansas in the
a team
I like that
I'm
pick too. Yeah.
unsure about, like I think could really go far in the tournament if they play well is San Diego State. Their defense is insane.
I was gonna say, don't they have like the number one defense in the country?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't
they're
watched
like the
it.
number one defense in the country, dude. It's absolutely cracked.
Mine is actually Miami.
I think Miami can. Be,
I like Miami in this too.
Because
But-
I think if Miami wins, they could beat Auburn, and I have Auburn winning a championship.
Yeah, I have it
So-
hard picking between those two. I mean, I have Auburn in this bracket, but I think in my other one, I pick
Auburn
Miami.
just
to-
didn't
I had
Auburn.
Miami beating USC. but
Yeah, Miami USC
Auburn.
was easily the hardest, like probably the hardest game to pick, other than UNC Marquette.
See, Auburn just doesn't play through their stars. Like Jabari Smith does not touch the ball like really ever.
So I watched Auburn a lot like early on in the season. Whoever their like really small guard is,
He'll
like,
shoot anything.
will shoot from half court and will not pass the ball. Like if he
No, he won't.
if he just doesn't feel like passing, he will not pass.
He won't.
He'll just hold on to the ball.
I think with the UNC Marquette thing you were just talking about, I think it was an easy pick for me, and I picked Marquette.
Really?
And
Yeah, Marquette.
Yeah.
I-
I saw this statistic actually the other day about it, and Marquette has, out of their 36 total first games in the tournament, they've won 32.
I just don't think Marquette can beat UNC.
I don't think so either. I think UNC is a top dog to anybody.
I think they're great. So we can talk maybe about just like major upsets we think we have. Wyatt actually has UAB going to his Final Four in his Timberlines bracket challenge. Wyatt has UAB to the Final Four.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Why?
That's my only reason.
I just want to know why.
No, they
What's
just
UAB stand for?
University of Alabama at Birmingham.
they're crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Also,
I-
partially because their logo is a dragon, and I think it's sick.
So
But
you
no.
have, you have no like.
No, I heard
Good.
I heard somebody say something
Where's your-
about
where's
how
yours?
they.
Oh, I
mean,
can't see it.
they average 80 points a game.
Can I not see
So
No.
I was liking them. Liking
They
them
average
well.
80 points a game.
Yeah.
Houston does have a really good defense. So.
I had Houston. I think they'll beat them by a lot.
Houston,
I
nah.
just
Pringle,
Cap.
what's your big upset?
My biggest upset, I think, is Michigan.
Michigan over
Let me go
Tennessee
check it
or
out.
Michigan over who do they play?
It's
Colorado State.
Yeah, and then I had Michigan State going to like the Sweet 16.
Really?
I can't remember what it was. Hold up.
That's interesting.
Mine's probably. I mean, we talked about it earlier a little bit, but mine's Vermont over Arkansas. People say it's controversial, but
I love.
It's possible.
I like Arkansas. They're
I really do like.
Arkansas got hot at the right time, but Vermont's been really good.
My
all season.
biggest upset would probably be Murray State over Kentucky.
I think that's very possible as well.
I think the two hottest teams in college basketball right now, Iowa and Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Virginia
Two
Tech
hard
just won the
teams.
ACC. Iowa just won the Big Ten.
But
Easily could be.
If it comes down to Iowa versus Auburn in the Elite Eight, Auburn matches up with Iowa so well.
Yeah, I
Jabari
would agree
Smith
with
will
that.
have to guard Keegan Murray.
Keegan
and
Murray
Keegan Murray
is
won't
a
score.
dog, though.
Keegan Murray.
He
I
literally-
think.
he pulled down his pants and pooped on Purdue.
I think if they play well in the tournament, he'll win Player of the Year.
Yeah.
It'll either probably be him or Oscar Chwabe or whatever his last name is, and Ochai.
Ojibaki?
I cannot say his last name. Ochai.
He's good.
He's
So-
really good too.
I made a huge upset bracket that had a bunch of upsets just in case. And
You're that guy?
Yeah, I made one just in case. I wanted to spice things up.
Is this
So
the one that IU wins the championship?
no, this is okay. This is the different. This is a
Yeah,
different
that's
one.
not happening.
All right, so listen to this. This is my Elite Eight. I've got Gonzaga versus Davidson,
That actually could happen though.
Davidson's pretty solid.
I don't think that's too far fetched.
Baylor versus Purdue, Arizona versus Loyola Chicago, Kansas
I would
versus
see that.
Iowa State.
Kansas versus Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Iowa
Wow.
State.
Interesting.
I think
and that's my championship winner, Iowa State.
I think Iowa State mops LSU. LSU is so sloppy.
Yeah, I agree.
They're so sloppy.
I like LSU.
I do too, but I think Iowa State mops them like easily.
I've also thought about Colgate over Wisconsin.
Yeah, because there's always that one.
I don't know,
14
man.
seed.
I like Colgate, but I don't think they could beat Wisconsin.
They just score, dude. They score so much.
And then you got that Purdue Yale. I know a couple people that are actually picking Yale to
There's
win that
no
game.
way-
There's no way Yale
The only
beats
way-
Purdue.
That's what the people said about North Texas last year, though.
The only way, no, North Texas was going to win that game because they could rebound and Purdue couldn't.
If Purdue loses first round, every single bracket I've ever made is going to the gutter.
If Purdue loses first round,
Pringle's on suicide watch
I can't say
No,
that.
the only way Yale wins is if they can create some mathematical formula to
to figure
somehow
out
defy the time.
what to do. I think it's gonna be a great tournament. Probably the best one we've had in a while.
Hope it's fun. All right. Well, Jake is not present at the moment, so I'll wrap things up. Next week we'll talk about. Well, not next week. That's actually spring break.
Yeah, so when we get
next
back
time
from
we're
spring
back,
break-
we'll discuss things.
We'll be
going on.
back probably the beginning of April. This has been Wyatt, Ian, Ethan Pringle, Logan Connor, Gavin Falco, Jake got a nosebleed.
And
Oh,
Jack
and Jack. Don't forget Jack. We'll see you guys next week.